Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby.
All right. 1, 2, 3, flashlight!
Flashlight. Definitely not the second time we did it for audio issues.
No, first time.
All right.
So
Definitely the
again,
first.
or not again, Zach is going to inform me of recent happenings.
We're
because
just going to do
I'm
everything
so lazy
twice
I don't
today.
read anymore.
2025, the year of the repeats.
So I know in Vegas, some guy tried to blow up his Tesla near Trump building. That's all I know.
Well, he didn't try. He did.
Okay. Did he kill anybody?
Not really.
No, I think there was just a body in the Tesla
Oh, that's a pretty
that they're
big failure.
assuming is him. But
Well, it'd be
there's the
shocking if it
conspiracy
wasn't, right?
theory.
Some other guy ran in there and jumped in there as it was burning.
well, there's the conspiracies that maybe he could have possibly killed somebody and had the Tesla drive itself there because Teslas can't drive themselves.
I feel like if you give it the command to drive into the Trump Tower, it's gonna reject it, though, right?
It didn't drive it into the tower; it just parked right in front.
Oh, that's possible. That does seem
So
pointless
it
to
doesn't
kill
seem like it's a
yourself.
terrorist attack so much as a statement, which is why people have that theory. Like you know what I mean? It wasn't set up to. It had fireworks in it,
That makes sense.
so it seems like more of a statement. So it seems weird that he would have killed himself inside of that for such low.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know,
But what
like
message does it
not
This
killing
seems-
anybody or anything.
this
Just
seems
like I'm going to kill
very-
myself in front of Trump Tower.
I mean, Teslas are registered to a person, right? Or you
Wrong.
mean somebody
He rented it through an app.
What's that? Yeah, but you mean he killed the owner of the Tesla and then took the app and then did that?
Could have.
Huh.
This is just a theory. This is, conspiracy theories, people,
Mm-hmm. And the federal
But
government
because there's an
knows.
explosion, I think they have to get, dental records to identify the body,
The
so.
federal government knows the real reason, Zach. You know why? A bird recorded it.
Ah, it was all the birds. Damn
Birds
it, I
aren't
knew it
real,
was the
Zach.
birds. I know, we have one. He's definitely recording us at all times.
That's gotta be one of the the most easily verifiable conspiracy. You can go buy a bird and open it up right now. you know,
I
the
think
flat Earth.
it's more
hard to
Not
verify.
all birds are fake, so much as there are fake birds recording people. Right?
Yeah.
But then again, there's conspiracy people that aren't that
wild
smart
birds are fake.
and do just take it to the all birds are fake.
I
so there's-
somebody just
I feel
dissecting
like a
a
lot of
parrot and being
conspiracy theories
oh
have a
man, the
grain of
government's
truth."
really good with their robotics. They even got little robot hearts and robot kidneys and robot everything.
It's fucking insane. But you don't know anything about the New Orleans attack.
I know there was something in New Orleans, but I haven't read a single thing about it.
Oh, literally a terrorist attack. Yeah, and you
And
don't
how
know
many
anything
people
about it.
How many people did it kill?
Let me see. I think it was 15 or so.
Oh, he did kill
I mean,
15.
it's no school shooting.
Oh, well, that's a decent number.
It's
And he's a terrorist, like a Muslim dude.
Yeah, so he was born in the United States, but he was flying a ISIS flag in his truck.
Oh, I do remember reading or at least seeing that he was a U.S. citizen or something.
Yeah, so he's a U.S. citizen, and he I don't know too much about it, but I know he drove his truck through a giant crowd and killed a bunch of people. He had pipe bombs and a rifle, so I don't know how people died.
This also happened in the German Christmas market. I know that one.
Yeah.
That happened like
Yeah.
maybe a week or two ago.
That also happens in London.
There's something with
Right.
It's very weird. Like if somebody drove a car
Uh-huh.
into people,
Uh-huh.
it's like it was a Muslim guy. You know,
Probably.
like you can racially stereotype murder.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, but like he drove his truck through and like ran people over, and then I think got out and started doing some stuff too.
Oh, okay. And so
But
it was.
like committing, mass shooting.
Mhm.
A, you need to get a gun. B
Yeah.
is you need to know how to aim.
Yeah, this is why white guys are the ones
which
that are
is a
shooting.
little bit harder if you think about it than just.
That's why
drive a
I've
car
also
through a
heard
crowd.
that the way to know, like, if they have printed and they don't release anything about the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
The way to know is it a white guy? Was there a lot of deaths relative to injuries?
Mm-hmm.
Because white guys go to shooting ranges. Black guys don't go to
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
ranges.
No.
So they have lots of injuries, but not deaths.
There's one outlier.
Yeah, white guys are much better at
Remember,
getting their target.
Yeah, they go to shooting ranges. They can be hunters and stuff.
there is the one
Oh,
white guy that
Mm.
shoot up YouTube, right? Shoot up YouTube headquarters.
Oh, that was a trans like
Exactly.
something.
That's the
That's
outlier.
that's kind of
a
a
trans something.
Yeah.
Top commentary.
Is it old man? That is misogynist or transphobic.
It was a trans something. It was a something or another.
It was a
So here's some of the more interesting facts about these two cases. So the Cybertruck, there was a phone left with a message literally saying this was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake up call.
Okay.
Cool.
To
Cool.
what?
So exactly, that's also
What's
why
the
people were
message?
saying like, was this actually the person? Now here's where it gets really interesting.
Mhm.
Both the Tesla and the truck that were driven
Mhm.
in New Orleans were both rented on the same app. Both of these people served at the same army base
Oh.
in
interesting.
Afghanistan.
So, the one in New Orleans was also done with a Tesla.
No, it's done with the truck,
Oh, okay, but it was also
it was a white
rented
truck.
on the same app.
but they're both rented through the same exact app.
I see.
Cool.
Zach,
So there's interesting parallels and people are saying it's not related, but I was like, that's kind of you got two things matching, and I've never even heard of the app. Maybe you have, Turo.
No,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never heard of it.
I heard of
Mm-mm.
it. It's a car rental app.
Yeah, see, I've never even heard of it. I was like, that's crazy that there's a rental app and I've never even heard of it.
Here's what I want to know, Zach. You're renting a car or a truck to do some terrorism or mass murder event, okay?
Hmm.
Now, when you're going to do it with your car,
As you do.
yeah, what's on your playlist? What are you listening to?
Ooh.
Do these guys have things blaring when they're killing people? I feel like that's also a good question.
The stereotype is let the bodies hit the floor. Let
Oh,
the
that's a good
bodies
one.
hit the floor.
I was thinking Dirty
Right?
Deeds done dirt cheap or something.
I would say
Dirty Deeds.
There's no
I'm
good
close to
like
It's My
this
Life Now or
terrorist
Never.
attack song.
I ain't gonna live forever. Yeah, I probably got a couple hours left, most likely, when the cops get here.
Like ISIS rocks, ISIS rocks. Oh man, that's
I
gonna
was
get
just
me on
thinking,
some lists.
you could really throw off the cops by playing Coco Melon the whole time. I'll have no idea what was going through your head.
I was playing the Swiftie Eras tour the whole time.
Barney,
That would.
I love you. Like, but why?
That's such an old school reference too.
I know.
I don't even know what the kid some YouTube thing. You
That's why I
probably
said
know.
Coco Melon. That's what I know. I
Yeah,
said
Coco
Barney
Melon.
because I knew you had no idea what I was saying when I said that. It's basically like the new Barney.
I do
where
know
he sings.
Coco Melon.
Okay.
I know it exists because I know it's like the #1 YouTube channel.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. For a reason.
Yeah, like Mr. Beast can't compete with Coco Melon,
Kids
basically.
fucking love it. You have no idea how. Like, if I need time to myself, Coco Melon is what you're watching right now.
I've like never seen it. I don't know what it looks like, but I know
It's-
it's a kid's
Yeah,
YouTube
it's
channel.
nothing you're missing. It's
It's
just
exactly.
they
I
sing
know I don't need
songs
to see it.
and it's not even
I-
good
I can im-
animation.
Low budget.
I can imagine it's very ADD inducing,
Probably, yeah. Whatever.
like bright colors and
Gives
like
me time when
constant
I
cuts.
need it.
How do you know it's not flashing random like
No,
Hitler
I've watched it.
propaganda?
I watched it too.
It's subtle though.
It hurts
But
my
that would be
brain
funny.
watching it.
Jai Coco Melon shit.
Now I gotta see what it. How do you actually? Is it spelled exactly how it sounds?
COCOMELON. Yeah, it's basically what it sounds like.
I mean, this is pretty much what I pictured.
Yeah.
Like really cheap, easy to do animation.
Yeah, it's very cheap animation. Like, it's nothing
Yeah.
good. But it's like, it's simple. I don't know. I don't understand the appeal, but I'm not 3 years old, so.
I'm sure they did a lot of studies and figured it out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like,
They, whatever
"Let's
it is, they've nailed it.
rank it.
I have
It's
not seen
shocking
it,
though that like
but
there's
I
not a
would
bunch of
love to get
copycats,
them.
or maybe there is. They're just
There is,
you know.
actually. Yeah. That's because I've tried, like, Henry liked, like, ghost stuff for a while. So I just went on YouTube and looked ghost songs for toddlers. And then
So
I found there is
specific.
competitors.
Nice.
Yeah, and now we have other ones that for sure are basically mimicking them.
Kids are fucking weird, man. They're so specific about like random shit they want
Have
to
you
like
seen
watch.
the ones like? So this goes beyond. So I control what they watch on YouTube,
Right.
but if people give them iPads and let them pick their own thing,
Mm-hmm.
they like get addicted to the strangest videos, and people have these. Like, I've seen these videos they make for kids, and they basically play with dolls and make them do weird things. Like, they'll take Spider-Man and have him ride a bike on a rainbow or something. Like,
I've
just
seen these. Yeah.
Yeah, the weirdest.
Some of them are
crazy-
sexually suggestive.
Yeah,
and
some
weird.
are.
If you had a couple of joints in.
Yeah, like, if you were on a lot of drugs,
Couple.
you'd probably like him. And I've heard people think, like, being a kid is like being on drugs. It's like, your mind is so open and I don't know.
Your brain moves so fast.
Yeah.
Have
I
I
don't
ever?
know.
That's kind of my cat theory. Have I ever told you that?
No.
My cat theory is they're just like constantly like on acid. This is why they're so fucking crazy and like just stare at random shit randomly and just stare at a wall.
No, they stare at a random wall for this because sometimes it works and you kill things. Like
Like, murder.
no, seriously. Like we had our cat Custard that Dad now has.
Yeah.
Like I'm outside, Custard is just sitting there staring at leaves for the longest time.
And lo
Just
and
waiting for
behold,
movement.
there is
It
something.
did move. I didn't see it move, but she pounced and there was a little mouse underneath. Like, never in
That's
a million
insane.
years would I have seen the mouse there, but she knew. She was sitting there staring at it for like 5 minutes, and I'm sure that mouse was sitting there like, probably can smell a cat, and was like, oh God, oh God,
Yeah.
oh God. And she knew it was there.
Fuck.
Like, that's what
Man,
I
it
think.
would
I think
suck
they
being a
get
mouse.
a hint of a scent, and they're going to sit there and stare like maybe there's something hiding there.
Okay, so
Anyways,
this is a
yeah.
random skip, but
Sidetrack.
this is what we're knucking about right now.
yes. Forgot we
So-
invented that term.
There's like the whole like reincarnation theory. You die and you like I don't know. There's this like theory you're celestial beings and you like go back and reincarnate yourself to like I don't know because you're immortal and you want to learn what it's like to be this or that,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this were true and you like came back like with your knowledge that just you have,
Mhm.
what would you want like animal wise go back like what would you want to reincarnate as?
Can I just pick a really wealthy human in like the most advanced society?
No, that's why I said animal.
Oh, animal.
Okay.
Yeah, non-human.
Yeah, like you
Because-
definitely want one that's getting treated by like
Right? Like
humans, like a cat or a dog, either one.
right, but what if you can't pick you can't specifically pick like I'm gonna pick this cat that I know is gonna get adopted.
Oh, like yeah.
Right? You could end up being like a wildcat and
Like so it'd
fending
be,
for
but you'd
yourself.
still pick one that was being taken by humans, like a cat or a dog,
Okay.
right?
Because you want that nice simple life.
Yeah.
But this is for your own experiences. Like that's not a good experience. You already kind of know what it's like to live in a house and stuff. Not as a cat specifically or a dog.
Like experiences.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
point of it is pretend that we're in supernatural land, but this I don't know if it's a religion or whatever, but their claim is that you're an immortal being, and because you're immortal, you like want to experience things, so you purposely go into mortal beings to experience life. So you would want to experience something different than what you've already experienced.
In that case,
like living in a house, you already know.
Okay, a bat.
A bat.
Because they mostly sense through echolocation, right? So how does your
that
life
would be
work
very
when
different,
you're doing
right?
echolocation?
That would be way different.
Yeah. So like, if you wanted to experience something very different, that would be one. Or
I was thinking of something like a bird just for the flight, but bat's even better because
it'd be fun to
you get a
poo on
twofer.
people's head.
Say what?
You'd get to poo on people's heads.
Hell yeah! Oh, dude, if I was a bird, I'd be aiming. I'd be aiming for the people that are parked all fucked up.
What else would it be? I mean, I keep thinking like a chimp, but like it's just because it's so close to us.
There'll be a lot
Exactly. You're thinking of like getting similar things. What would you pick, Chloe?
Very good question.
Octopus, maybe.
What?
They feel like they have a very different intelligence.
An aquatic animal would be very different. Big ass orca. Oh, but then you could be one of those orcas that like gets fucking shamued.
I mean, that's very low
Captured,
probability.
I mean,
right?
only a couple get captured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the chances are slim, but you could
If you be like those kind of
just be sitting there in a tank, just sitting there staring at shit
you're
all
very
day.
much likely being left alone.
I got my answer. What's the? It is close to human, but what's the one that bangs all day?
What?
Bonobo.
Yeah, I want to be a bonobo. That's probably
That's a good answer.
I mean, I'm not gonna bang a bonobo, but if I were a bonobo, I'd probably want to bang a bonobo, right?
Have you actually seen those at the zoo?
No, I don't think I have actually.
Dude, they are wild. They'll just like randomly walk, like jerk each other off and stuff. Like it's not just like banging. Like they're just sexual all the time. It's wild. The zoo we went to, I think it was the Columbus one actually. They had like warning signs before you came up to it.
Hope you're into this.
Like, there will be sexual adult activities here.
Jeez. Anyways, the
Maybe-
terrorist attacks.
Okay, one more. Something like a really stupid ass animal because like we're used to like really high intelligence. Like a fucking fish or something.
Yeah,
Someone that
like
just fucking swims
salmon.
around
Aren't those
and
the ones that
dies.
jump?
Which one?
Salmon? Do they jump and stuff?
Yeah,
That seems
salmon
like it'd be
jump
fun.
back to where they were.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they jump
And
back to
then-
where they're born.
Yeah, but it's kind of like
Hell yeah.
along the way, either you're being eaten by a human or you're being eaten by a bear. Like, it's not a whole lot.
But it's also like the whole thing is, if this was about the reincarnation thing, it's fine. It's like 2 years
there's
or
gonna be
1
another
year or
thing.
whatever you live. It's over real quick.
Do you remember there's a Futurama episode about the salmon's life? Was it Lila
Vaguely,
and,
yeah, I do.
yeah.
Where they're all on an island.
No, they're all swimming back.
Yeah, no, but I thought they were all different animals.
No, they're all salmons.
Yeah, I know, but they went through series of being different animals.
Maybe. I know it's that
Vaguely.
It is also a salmon.
Yeah.
One of my friends has a story about. Have you ever heard of salvia?
Yeah.
No?
It's a drug, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he a salmon?
So
Think he was a salmon?
he did. Well, sort of. He did it and said he basically lived a life of a tree for like 20 years. He felt like
Very interesting.
it was like
Okay.
just stuck in place, like until he eventually like
seems-
slid into the river and died.
This seems kind of boring life.
It does. It's kind of wild. All I remember from salvia is one time I felt like I was in a movie, and I don't remember much else.
You felt
Like
you were
it
in a
really
movie.
felt like I was inside a movie.
Oh, you were part. Okay, sounds like
Yeah.
an interesting drug.
Oh yeah, super. It's kind of compared to what's that one that everybody takes, ayahuasca and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a super, super, super hard trip for like 20 minutes.
Huh. Oh, it only lasts 20 minutes. That's good.
Yeah. Well, but it feels like eternity when you're doing it.
What genre?
It's really.
What genre were you in?
What genre?
Yeah, of movie.
Oh, of movie.
You're
I
in a
told you I
rom-com?
I literally can't remember much else because this was like way long ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe if I had like written it down or something, but I just remember feeling like I was in a movie the whole time. Like
it
was a really weird
I think
feeling.
that goes along with the theory that most of these are triggering the same thing in the brain where you dream, because you also forget
Yeah,
so easily.
that's what I think it is.
Because
That's
I've
what
had
I think too.
like feelings like
You
that,
feel like
where
you're in
like
a movie.
basically in a dream, like where you feel like you're a tree or something really weird and retarded. And it feels like you were there for 20 years, but then you wake up and you basically forget it if you don't think about it for the next 20 seconds.
How do we go from
Yeah.
terrorist attack
Isn't
to
that
being
weird
the
though? That
tree of life?
feeling you have.
What's that?
What did Chloe say?
How did we go from terrorism to being a tree for 20 minutes?
When we knocked about.
Yeah. This is knucking, remember? Do you remember inventing the term knucking?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think that is true as well. As a lot of drugs just
Yeah.
trigger the dream state, but in wakefulness.
Remember,
Because a lot of those are the same feelings. Like you
Yeah.
have a feeling.
yeah,
in
exactly.
dreams.
You feel like you're the thing too. Like it's very weird. I 90% of the times don't remember my dreams. I wake up and then like probably 99%, but every now and then
I'm the same way.
like I will remember. Have you ever had like where you're stuck and you're not sure if you're awake or asleep?
Wait, what?
No. I've never had that.
I've had
I've
this
had a lot of
multiple
lucid dreams where I
times.
can start controlling dreams, which is cool.
I've done that once or twice, but this has happened to me several times, and like I think one of the comedians, Tom Segura, or one of them was talking about it, and he's saying most people
Mhm.
see these like demons or something,
Oh yeah. I've
and
heard
like
that. 'Cause
and
it's
then I
like,
googled it, and I was like, I never see those, but I do have that feeling where like.
I've never had that.
Like at first, you just have a panic, like I'm gonna die. Am I stuck here forever? And then suddenly you can start moving, because when you're actually dreaming, there's a hormone released in your body that makes it so you don't
Right.
move, so you don't act it out. So this happens for people when, and apparently I'm one of them, where like you're semi-awake before that hormone has been cleared, so you can't really move, and you're kind of awake, but you're not 100%, so you're not rational. That's the problem.
Oh,
Is like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
rational, so it starts thinking crazy shit, and then I
Isn't
slowly.
that weird though that
Yeah,
we have a hormone to do that? That's
Yeah, it
fucking
is weird.
crazy.
but I mean, since you dream, it makes sense, because otherwise you'd start doing crazy shit. The people that sleepwalk do not have that hormone. It's not working.
Yeah, right.
correctly.
How have we not like harvested that hormone to like help people, like
That's
sedate
true.
people?
You'd think that would, but maybe that probably just does the body though. There's something different for the brain, right? You'd probably in your dream experience all the pain. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I'm onto something.
There's got to be a use for this. At least it would make a good date rape drug. You ain't going nowhere, lady.
You'll definitely be seeing demons there. All right. So, after our knucking about, shall
Yes.
we get to our predictions for the
Are we
year
done with terrorism?
2025?
Was there another terrorism event or other event?
There are two that we already.
I thought there was
No,
another.
those were the two big ones.
I thought there was another big one like today or recently. Shooting today.
I don't know. There's the news cycle for 2025 has been pretty wild. There's like a plane that
10
crashed into
people are
some
wounded
building.
and a memorial for a teenager who was killed. Yeah, so apparently only injuries, but 10 people were wounded.
Oh yeah, I
in
heard
the
about
US.
that one.
So
It's because not enough people died for people to care.
yeah, but the Tesla
But
thing,
seriously,
no one died other than the guy in there, but it's getting a lot.
Yeah. This is quite the news cycle. Well,
Yeah.
the Tesla one was so unique with the whole Trump building in Tesla. Like, it was a clear statement of some sort.
Mm.
You know, that was the unique factor for that one to be big news.
Mm.
But we're only 3 days into this year, man. It's popping
I know.
off.
Oh, I don't
So,
remember.
like, I feel like our
who
predictions
won,
can
yeah.
get wild here.
Who won the shooting prediction or deaths or toll predictions from shooting?
Oh, yeah.
And were they like the middle of the road?
I didn't mark that.
Okay, I was gonna say if you just extended it by, 5 days, maybe whoever had the higher number would have won.
Yeah, I had 30. You had 50. Clay had 49. I think I won that because I went down.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have like a really high one.
By the way, the easy death prediction has been taken. You can't get it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Carter went.
Are you talking about Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was known he was on his deathbed.
Dude, I hung on for a while, man.
Yeah, he hung on. All right. Do you want to do predictions?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a lead or like something to get us to do them, or like this type of prediction?
Do we want to start with our mass shooting?
Mass shooting numbers?
Or should we say mass terrorist attack at this point? Like death toll?
What was the death toll last year?
Good question. Highest death toll.
That's what we're doing with the highest one.
Shooting. Yeah, that's what we did last year.
Okay.
I'm looking it up.
I like
Don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Google wasn't a piece of shit, I would already know.
100
There we go. Fifth one down.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry?
I'm looking. 13 so far is the highest. I have to manually look through them because Google. 21. So far, 21 is the highest. I'm in July. 20. There's another 21. Wow, guy couldn't get one more for the record. Oh, there was a female shooting. Like,
How many did she
I don't
get?
think that was in 2025. I don't know, but it was last year. It only made the news because there hadn't been one in a while, and it was a female. Oop. All right, 22.
It's like women shooting up people is just like Twitch or something. If she has tits, she doesn't have to be as good.
Yeah, it was 22. Looks like the highest from my manual quick scan.
All right, who wants to throw out their number first? What are you going, Chloe?
Hey, we're keeping Price is Right rules.
Okay.
So I guess if you go over, you don't get anything. Okay. This year I'm gonna go a little bit more conservative. I'm gonna say 30.
30. Okay. What about you, Zach?
I feel like the way this has started, I want to go higher, but maybe that's a trap. Also, like Trump's being elected, so like maybe that calms things down or increases. You know, how does it? How do we factor that?
Yeah. That's a good point. I feel
I'm
like
gonna go with 40.
40. I feel like it's gonna decrease the crazy white guys that have the higher kill count, right? But increase the number of Islamic
And
dudes.
this isn't for mass shooting. We should say this is shooting / like attack.
Mass murder.
Yeah.
Has a Muslim dude ever gotten a good... Oh, well, you know what? 9/11 was a pretty good kill count.
That was a silly question.
But I mean, aside from that one, they're mostly just... No, there was the husband-wife team a while ago, remember? There was one in
Besides
LA.
the really big one.
Yeah, but in LA, I think there was a husband-wife team that, like, killed 30 or 40 people. You know what? I think...
That's crazy.
I think with Trump plus all the Israel stuff, I'm going to go high. What was your number? 30, 40?
Mine was 40.
I'm going to go 50.
Ooh.
I'm 50 plus.
All right.
I think somebody's going to go crazy over Israel. Like, somebody's going to...
Okay.
And to be more specific, some Jewish people are going to die. That's my guess.
Ooh,
Ooh.
spicy.
Oh, but where was that guy driving the truck?
What's that? That was
Where-
Vegas.
No, not the Tesla one. The Muslim guy.
New Orleans.
But like into what?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's just a crowd of people.
Do Jewish people crowd
New Or-
anywhere?
Oh, the Orthodox.
What's that?
Yeah. Where do Jewish people gather? There's gonna be shootings at bagel shops.
Oh, it was Canal and Bourbon Street on New Year's Day.
New Year's. Okay, so in like New Year's celebration.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
pretty crowded.
If you were a Muslim terrorist, how would you specifically target mass groups of Jewish people? Just go to a temple?
Synagogue.
Yeah, synagogue, a temple.
Yeah, synagogue would be seem like the easy route.
Yeah.
You go to a bank, eh?
But like in Germany, the dude hit a Christmas market, so it's like, okay, that's a good way to hit Christians, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like you're for sure not gonna hit a whole lot of Muslim dudes.
But it's also tourists.
Well, if you went to New York, I'm sure there's like
Or, you know,
locations.
We don't know the guy's motivation, but the guy in Vegas that had like the really high kill count shot up a country music concert. Like if you wanted to target Trump voters, that'd be a pretty good one,
Yeah.
right? You're mostly gonna
Yeah,
hit those
yeah.
dudes.
Oh, any predictions for Trump's inauguration? We'll just go as planned. No tax, no craziness.
Yeah,
no
they're gonna have
assassination
so
attempts.
much fucking security there.
Yep.
It's gonna
Right?
be like
That's just
crazy
gonna be
retarded.
crazy.
Anything happens is gonna be like on a minor event. No, most people don't know about, right? Like you know, some small-
I have a prediction for it. He'll be in like Pope-esque glass, like an actual casing surrounding him.
No,
Not like fully surrounding him, but there'll be shields
there will
around
be
him.
bulletproof things in front of him, I bet, but probably not surrounded.
I don't mean like full Pope-mobile style, but like that's what I mean, like glass barriers on the podium.
You know what I think you
Around
should
him.
do is like I think you should be suspicious, and you should always have like a big graphic about immigration showing, and he can look back and reference it from time to time because that's what saved him, right?
Yeah.
Is he turned around and
That's
talked about the
funny.
graph, and that's why the bullet missed. Like, it's a
Always
superstition
have-
that develops is have a graph about immigration up there, please.
Isn't that crazy though? Like
Yeah.
how close he was, and literally looking back just seconds before probably was the determining factor for him being alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty nuts.
That was a wild,
Like the
what a
slightest
wild year 2024 was.
change of the neck, and you know,
Yeah. That's pretty much
Yeah.
single-handedly nailed him as the president.
mm,
So does that mean immigration saved him, or his policy on immigration saved him, and he's doubling
we should-
down?
he has to thank the immigrants for that one.
Yeah. Which was it though?
Is it the immigrants or my hatred of the immigrants that saved me?
It's a real tough position he's in for that one.
All right, what else do we have to try to predict?
Wait. Does
What?
Chloe have any predictions for Trump's inauguration?
Oh,
I think it'll go as a plan.
yeah, I think it'll be boring.
Will be boring. That's probably the best prediction.
Yeah.
It will be
I mean, most
very
likely.
dramatic or something.
I'm also predicting the shields around him for almost like looks, like a reminder. Like people tried to kill me,
The shields around him, what?
What?
as to like try to like
I
Remind
think
people
tries
that
to
he
up
was
it
shot
just
at.
to get like sympathy or something. The
yes.
security, I see. I think they'll have bulletproof glass probably, but I don't think that's too unusual.
Okay. Do we need any? Last time we did some AI predictions. Do we want to talk about AI again?
I'll continue my prediction that we're gonna watch some, may not be end to end, but major content generated with AI.
Okay.
Like I feel like I was off just by a year with that one.
Yeah, I think you were.
I think it will mainly slow down though. I don't think it's gonna be replacing people. I think we'll see that we hit a wall, and it doesn't improve nearly as fast as it did in 2024. Like, they've sucked up all the data. Like, now there's not much more to train on. And then they have to generate their own data, and it's not as useful as other data. Like, I don't think it's going to... You're not going to see as much of a jump from ChatGPT 2 to ChatGPT 3 again. Like, that was a huge jump.
Yeah. I'm with you there. I'm actually using it right now to create a trivia game.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very helpful.
Yeah, did you ever watch Pillars of the Earth?
Pillars of the Earth. I have not.
Oh, it's a good TV show, but it's a novel, and it's based on a novel. I was asked it to, like, generate a novel.
Is that like the old-timey?
No, it's like mid-2000s, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It takes place in the medieval era, if that's what you were asking.
That's what I meant. It took place.
Oh,
It takes
I thought
place
you were asking,
in
like,
medieval.
was it, like, made in the 1950s or something?
No. I guess old-timey I meant it's, like, set back in the past.
But I asked it to generate a novel, like, written by the same guy, to read a couple pages. It's pretty good. It's pretty reasonable. I was like, maybe I should ask it to start generating more. I don't have enough time to read, but it's like, this is actually capturing my attention.
You could be the one that makes the content.
Yeah, it was like,
to be
this is pretty
consumed.
good. I was pretty shocked at how well written it was.
Yeah, I thought it sounded familiar. There's a board game called Pillars of the Earth.
Oh, yeah, you should watch. It's a
based
very
on
good
that.
show.
I will have to write that down. Pillars of the Earth.
What else?
I did not know it was a show. Chloe, AI prediction?
Okay, wait.
What?
While you're thinking about it, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what is AI prediction?
If it has a
for
prediction
2025?
about itself?
Point?
We should do a ChatGPT prediction about everything.
I said, make a
don't
prediction
we do-
for the growth of AI in 2025. Be bold.
Ooh.
Oh, it's kind of like I'm saying. AI-generated content will rival human-created works, with AI co-directing major films or composing hit songs. AI will hypothesize and test new materials or drugs faster than traditional methods.
And he's not totally biased because he's ChatGPT.
There will be generative AI in every pocket. Yeah, AI-driven economics.
All right, now
my
ask
God.
him.
This is all not going to happen next year. This is like 10, 20-year plan is what it's giving.
Ask
Okay, my
ChatGPT's prediction for Trump's inauguration in 2 weeks.
Predict any major events for Trump's inauguration in 2 weeks.
We're gonna just do ChatGPT as another predictor for everything.
I'm a prediction.
I don't know if we can get it to predict a mass shooting or attack though.
Okay, basically nothing.
I'm a prediction now.
Okay, Chloe has her prediction. What's your prediction?
It's gonna be more layoffs coming,
Oh, that's probably true.
and from the government.
More layoffs?
Yeah, the government will lay off due to Doge.
Yeah,
And to make
And-
room for AI researchers in the private sector.
and yes.
Okay.
And then there's layoff in private.
That's pretty much what I was gonna go with, was more layoffs as well. Before they
I do think
realized they got rid of too many.
long-term CGI is probably the first thing for software to go, right? Like, you don't need CGI when you can just tell AI to make that shit for you.
Especially trying to make some sort
Right.
of like
Like-
cheap commercials. You don't need
Yeah, they're very expensive programmers to make CGI.
I feel like with all AI stuff right
No,
now
they're
though,
programmers
it's like
too.
you still need somebody
have
who
to
knows
do
how to do shit, but
simulations and
it
shit.
definitely reduces the amount.
Yeah, but
You know what I
that's
mean?
not
Like-
programming.
What's Zach saying?
I'm sorry, what?
I said I think no matter what, you still kind of have to have a human behind the helm to like clean up AI and stuff.
Yeah, but you
Mm.
don't need like 10 humans, right?
No, I think
Exactly, but it
It'll
definitely
basically just
reduces the
judge
amount.
how good of a job it did. Like, no, do it again. Make it less sucky. Like that'll literally be his job. Is like, no, that sucked. Try it again.
Right, there will be somebody that's half their job.
Yeah,
But
there were
it
6
will take
fingers on that guy.
a
Do
team
it
of
again.
20 down to like 5 once it's really good,
I think
right?
it'll be 20 down to 1. Like,
I don't think it'll
I
go
think
that low. At
I
least
don't think
not
this year.
in the near
Yeah,
future.
no, I think in the next like 10 years. Like,
Oh, in the
if
next
you
10
look at
years,
it,
I'm with you on that.
CGI, it's gone. It's just there's no reason to do it.
I can see that in my own job with coding, like how faster I am with ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Like my coworker, I don't think he uses it, and like he's like, "Wow, you're picking up PowerShell really fast." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just asked ChatGPT to tell me how to do stuff rather than having to like browse W3 schools."
I don't actually learn how to do any of this shit.
Well, no, I have it break down everything while I'm typing it. Like, wait, what's
Yeah.
this mean? What does this actually do?
Mm.
Because I don't want to fall into that trap of not learning what I'm actually typing. And also, coding, like half the things is just like syntax. It's like I already know what this is. Just like, what's the syntax for doing this?
Yeah. That has been pretty good to do. Like, if it's like,
Yeah.
just tell me how to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah, exactly. If you know how to ask it a coding question, you can get a pretty good answer fast.
Hmm.
Just like stupid stuff. Like I wanted it to move a file from one folder to another folder using PowerShell. I was like, how do I do this? And it just gave me the answer. It's like, I can read it and understand what it means,
Yeah. But if you Googled it, you'd be looking through blog spam for like an hour.
Right. It would have taken way, way, way longer. All right. Next prediction.
All right.
What's another area we want to predict in? Oh, wait. Ask ChatGPT. See if it will predict a mass shooting event and casualties.
Nah, it's not going to do anything like that. Let's celebrity deaths we could do.
Oh, yeah. Will ChatGPT predict a celebrity death?
I'll try that. I bet it will not. It's not appropriate or respectful.
What?
You son of a bitch.
Let me think who could die. De Niro, maybe.
Well, he's pretty old.
He's on the ropes. Oh, maybe Pacino.
De Niro's a good one.
Who's older? I think Pacino. I'm gonna go.
I don't know. It always seems the ones that like have like the worst life choices, like are like drug addicts and stuff, always seem to live forever.
I know. Pacino's 84 and De Niro is 81, so I'm gonna go Pacino. I think Pacino's on the ropes. Because I've seen De Niro in more recent stuff, I feel. Like, he's been in media, even like he's on TV talking about Trump. So he has enough energy to do that.
Yeah,
But I don't think
he has a little spunk in him
Pacino
still.
has, yeah. Like, I don't remember the last thing I saw Pacino in. Or just maybe that one movie, the one that De Niro was in, right? The Irishman.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like 6 or 7 years ago.
He's pretty old.
So yeah, I'm going Pacino dies.
I just thought of this one, and I didn't realize this until now. I have never seen Bill Clinton.
What do you mean?
Yeah, good question. I haven't
When have I've last
seen
seen him?
No, I've seen him. He's talked.
Where?
Has he? Okay, because I didn't know what bill of health he looks like he's in.
He does
'Cause
not
I'm like,
look
when's the
great,
last-
but not terrible. He campaigned for Biden or maybe Kamala too.
So then
But
I am
he's-
sticking to my 2024 prediction, Biden.
Yeah, I was gonna say he seems like he's in much better health than Biden. Like he's coherent for sure.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Biden.
I haven't seen Hillary though. I've seen Clinton in some media, but not Hillary.
Yeah, but women tend to live longer, so I'm not gonna guess her.
That's a good point.
I think she's just staying out after her embarrassing loss.
Who do you have, Chloe?
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Clint Eastwood's a good one. That dude's but
he just directed a movie.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that fucking crazy? Wait, I think his mother, I don't know if she's still alive, but she lived for fucking ever.
Who?
Oh, he's got the genes.
Oh, she did finally die at 97. She lived to 97 years old.
Isn't that about how old he is, though?
Yeah, I remember like reading about him being 80 whatever and talking about his mother still alive. I was like, Jesus Christ, she's still alive.
Clint Eastwood is 94.
Yeah, he's got a good 3 years of him left in him if he lives to his mother's age.
He literally just
Still
finished directing a
movies.
movie, man.
That's insane. How is it not just rambling, incoherent nonsense?
All right.
It's just an old
He
man
has a
bitching about the
translator.
clouds or something.
He has an old man translator, dude.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't do any of it. It's really just somebody else, like, pretending he's saying things.
I got it. I got your direction. I was trying to think of a backup after Biden, like celebrities who's on that edge.
Somebody else. Any other ones?
Clint Eastwood's a pretty good one.
Clint Eastwood's pretty good.
Oh, who's the turtle guy that keeps falling?
Turtle.
Mitch McConnell.
What?
Mitch McConnell. That's my second one.
Because he looks like a turtle.
I'm a
His
turtle
neck
person.
sticks out, and he sticks out that way. Yeah, and he has a sagging face, so people call him a turtle.
Okay.
Good thing you knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly who he's talking about.
Turtle guy.
He looks so much like a
He does
fucking
look like a
turtle,
goddamn
dude.
turtle.
He looks so fucking turtley.
For a split second, I thought you guys were talking about Ninja Turtle.
For a minute, I thought like you're talking about a turtle too. I thought you were talking about like the voice of the Ninja Turtles or something. I was like, what's the dude that did the voice of Raphael? I think the dude that was raped.
Oh, like one of the
talked about it. The Corey Feldman, that guy. He's a Ninja Turtle.
That's fine.
I don't know if I have any other good celebrity deaths. I gotta think.
I'm putting this in the chat for
Like,
Chloe, just so she can.
You can't guess Keith
I
Richards
truly appreciate it.
and Mick Jagger because they just keep going.
Yeah, I don't.
Ozzy Osbourne Ozzy Osbourne is still alive, right? I think he's
Yeah.
alive.
It's funny that you have to ask, but yeah.
Let's see Ozzy's age.
He's 76. He still has a ticker, man. He still has like 10 years at least.
That one's not. That's Dana Carvey dressed as a turtle. But the one on the left is him. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's 76. He's actually not that old. And then
But notice how close he resembles the turtle character.
Yeah. And Mick Jagger is 81. Same as De Niro. Anybody else?
Is Keith Richards still?
You could
man.
predict King Charles III. You could have a very
the
short
Pope.
stint as a king.
The Pope, I would predict. He looks pretty rough.
Is he? How old is the Pope? I don't even keep track of him anymore. Which one are we on? What's his name?
I'm gonna say. I keep wanting to say Benedict, but that's not it. Francis? Is it Francis?
Current Pope. No, that was the last one, or maybe. Yeah, it's Francis. He is born in 1936, which makes him. I don't see age, whatever. Old. He's definitely old. 25 minus 1936 yields 89. Really? Okay, he's probably gonna die.
Yeah. But look, yeah, I think he is. But look at this picture of him from when he opened like the portals for the pilgrimage people are making. He looks pretty rough.
Yeah, he does not look good. He might not make it.
He looking like he was about to die before he did that.
All right.
We were so glad we went to Italy this year or I should say last year, because this year is when they have like all these pilgrimages and stuff, and they expect 40 million more people.
Oh, Jesus.
In Italy.
40 million more? That's nuts.
Throughout the year. Yeah, throughout the year.
Okay. I know it's paced. They're not all going to crowd into Rome on the same day.
They're all just like, we're going on this exact
why
day,
a
guys.
pilgrimage? There's some specific reason?
It's the Jubilee.
Oh, okay.
So they all make a pilgrimage for whatever religious things they do on the Jubilee.
Weird.
Yeah. We dodged a bullet on that one.
Any other predictions?
Would have been so busy.
Any open-ended ones?
Hold on, let me add my Pope Francis, because I feel like that's a good one. I have 3 predictions, but Biden's my big one.
Chloe said she had one. What's your prediction, Chloe?
Oh, I'm still debating when China will go to war with Taiwan.
You think they will?
We'll go to war with who?
Taiwan.
They are still.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If
I feel like with a shit economy, they don't have to.
2007.
Do you want a meal? Guaranteed 3 meals a day? Come on.
I think it's kind of like a formality
Yeah.
to make it look like they're not
Yeah.
forcing you to do it.
Say like, okay, you sign the paper, now you're drafted.
Yeah.
But before that, you're forced to sign the paper.
I don't think they'll go to war because it feels like we're just fighting a bunch of proxy wars still, and I don't know if they'll fully
Zach,
invade
that would
yet.
be. Well, I guess it's not. It would be a proxy war. I think we would just fund the Taiwanese, and we wouldn't really. Do you think we'd invade them for sure or defend them?
What?
I don't know. What would the U.S. response?
That's how you.
Aren't we supposed to defend them?
No, they're not in NATO.
All right.
It could be more
That's
like
why we're building
Ukraine,
chip
where we
factories
just-
here, dog. Bye.
It happened like Ukraine.
Yeah,
Send money.
it's
you know,
proxy.
send-
We would send money and shit. But I don't. I mean,
I would say that U.S. is more invested in Taiwan than Ukraine because of the chip manufacturer.
yes, but I would think like, as Russia is to Ukraine power level, China to Taiwan is like, China's way higher, right? Like Taiwan's
Yeah.
tiny. China would just crush them in a month,
It's a good point.
right? Can they really hold
I don't
on?
know. It's also like you're going across the sea, so it's not as easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't
You
know.
can't just do land.
Yeah, I guess it's.
You know what?
They only have one aircraft carrier, China, I think.
I think Chloe's onto
Still.
something because I think
Uh-huh.
if China wants to do it, they'll do it before our chip factories are up and running in the U.S.
Exactly.
And those are predicted to be done around 2026 and 2027. So 2025 would be a decent year to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel because we're overextended in Ukraine and is in Israel. Like, we're already fighting on so many other fronts. It does seem like now's the time, right?
Right.
But it seems
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like,
it actually seems too late. It seems like they should have done it when Biden was president. The guy, like, the president of the United States, like, yeah, like, you know, he's not all there. So why not do it then?
I don't think so. I think, well, Trump's like, seems to be okay with Russia and pretends like he hates them. But does he really?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't seem like he's like really like whatever.
Yeah, but would it
Like, he doesn't care.
but
Is he?
don't
You think he's going to do anything to help Ukraine?
Yeah, I think that he's going to pull funding from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So
And that's
which-
what I'm saying.
But no. That makes it more
So
like
for
they
China, it'd be better to invade now.
No, they would have been better to invade under Biden because Biden wants to send money to Ukraine and send support to Ukraine. So then we'd be fighting two wars. We'd be putting money in Ukraine and we'd be putting money in in Taiwan. Now, they're
No.
pulling
But
money
we
out
would
of
give
Ukraine.
them money. My point is, I don't think Trump will give them any money to start.
Taiwan?
Yeah. Or if he does, it'll be
No,
very
I don't
little.
I think so.
No, I think he'll.
Will that be accepted
Taiwan.
under the Doge policy?
Yeah, I mean, I think Taiwan's more important strategically than Ukraine.
Yeah. And also think
I mean, that's a
about-
fair point.
Think about the funding.
Yeah.
Think about corporate America, how much is relying on
Well,
Taiwan.
well, I think it's more about also China's more of a threat than Russia long term.
Right.
Like
That's
they're
the bigger
really
problem,
the number
right?
two. Like we really got to stop them. Russia, I mean,
Ask
they're like
ChatGPT if it thinks China will invade Taiwan this year.
It's probably not going to spit out an answer.
China will invade Taiwan in 2025.
Too controversial. It's not going to say an answer.
No. Factors increasing the risks, military modernization. China's been modernizing its military. Political pressure on Xi Jinping. He's been feeling pressure to fulfill his vision of a rejuvenated China. Deteriorating U.S.-China relations. Weak perception of Western resolve. Factors reducing the risk, economic independence. U.S. and allied deterrence. Taiwan's defense improvements. Global diplomatic. Bold prediction. While a full-scale invasion is unlikely, China might escalate other forms of pressure, such as increased military exercises and incursions near Taiwan, cyber attacks targeting Taiwan's critical infrastructure, economic measures to isolate Taiwan internationally.
Well, that's just like.
Ask it its percentage that it thinks it will invade.
Give a percentage chance.
That's what China's doing now.
China will.
It's not.
Well, they're just going to step up pressures there.
How much you-
I'm going to predict a 65% chance.
That I think is too high. I'd put it at 50-50.
That just means you have no clue.
51.
You're not going anyway.
All right. 60's fine. I feel like no 50's high. Like cuz the base rate should be basically 0. Like most times countries don't invade other countries.
Most times.
All right,
Yeah.
that's fair. You got me there.
Like
So you're saying a 50% chance they invade?
Yeah, I feel like it's a good chance to happen, but it's not like definitely going to happen or for sure. It's like
What about you, Chloe?
51 and a half. So you said 60?
I said 65.
65. So then
You're saying
the safe one is
51.5 is
57, just
your
go half
answer?
away. Fif-
I'm actually pretty much on board with Zach's prediction.
65?
Yeah,
65.
Cool.
I think.
All right.
I think there's something called like what he wants to and what he's capable of doing.
I think ChatGPT actually is a good prediction. Like just stepping up pressure. They will like
It is a really good prediction. On
they don't
ChatGPT's
actually
part.
have to invade. Like they can do blockades, right?
Yeah, that's what we.
But that'll never make them
I don't think they've been doing
their
blockades.
country.
You know what a
You have to
blockade
invade
is?
to actually
What
take
kind of
over.
blockade are you talking about?
Like they surround Taiwan with ships so that nothing goes in, nothing goes out.
In the public.
Basically starving them out of
Yeah,
everything
yes,
else.
in the sea. You can't get anything delivered other than by plane. The only way you
And they can
could
shoot those down.
is by shooting the ships that China has in front of Taiwan.
Thereby
that would-
them starting the war.
Then the U.S.
technically.
would be the one, or the U.S. or Taiwan or whoever shot them would be the ones starting the war. That's when you do blockades. The U.S. does this all the time. They send their aircraft carriers to just go in front of things and like you can't go. The only way you're gonna go is if you shoot us, and if you shoot us, you're bringing down all of U.S. air power on you, right?
You know there's
Isn't that such a fuck? It's so funny that we do the. It's
Yes,
almost
they're gonna
like
do
the. We're swinging our arms at you, and if you get in the way, it's your fault. You got hit.
I know it's you know what they do on the China-India border. Have you heard of this?
That's so funny.
It's so retarded.
You
So
gotta get some popcorn.
because to be an official act of there's a disputed area. Let's start there. There's the disputed area on China and India where China says they own
Okay.
it, India says they own it. Now, because
Naturally.
shooting people with a gun would be an act of war, they have soldiers go there and just punch each other and fight with like sticks and shit.
They throw rocks.
They throw rocks.
This is
What's
consistent.
crazy to
Like
me
this
is they
happens
don't
all the
have
time.
swords because I think that
Yeah,
would still be
little-
an act of
They're a
war.
little bit more intense.
Yeah.
Than taller fight. Okay?
Yeah.
They throw real rocks. Okay.
Yeah. Like they just
That's
punch each
so
other, throw
funny.
rocks and other things. Like they have clear fights, but they
Yeah.
no guns, no swords, because those are technically acts of war.
That's fucking funny as shit.
But
Dude,
that-
this
yeah.
is such like memery at like global politics scale. So fucking silly.
I know.
Oh my
Stupid
God.
shit that they do. But I mean, we do it like the U.S. does it too. They put their boats in front of
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
and they're like, you can't go around us, neener, neener, neener. Like, you hit us, and we're gonna destroy you. Like it's such a
It
dick
really is the
move,
neener neener neener.
right? And that's what I think China's gonna ramp up. They're gonna do something that's like
Yeah.
clearly a violation of the international order, but technically not an act of war. Like they're gonna push that so hard.
Okay. What was ChatGPT's prediction? Percentage.
Oh, they do say. Oh, I didn't ask. Give me a for a direct percentage guess for a direct act of war on Taiwan.
I'm sorry, like the whole thing sounds like
20 to 25%.
Oh, low.
That's still pretty high.
ChatGPT is the lowest.
Yeah,
By a lot.
I feel like it has a good chance of winning. I feel like 50%
Yeah.
is pretty high, and you're like, that's on the fence.
Its breakdown was pretty good.
I mean, and the U.S. and the China going to war is, I think, a lot more intense than the Russia and Ukraine, because we don't really care that much if the Ukraine loses, because I don't think.
Well,
Like,
I don't
understand why we
China
strategically
going to
give
war.
a shit. Like Russia, we won. We won 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like NATO
Yeah, I
has
don't see why we
consumed
care
all
there.
of the EU, and they're not invading a EU country.
I feel like us caring
Or a
about
NATO
Russia
country,
is just
sorry.
us also caring about China.
Yeah, kind of probably, because we think they're allies. They're in cahoots.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. I don't think that it really is about Russia. If it was just Russia and China were not like in cahoots at all, we'd just be like, whatever, fuck you, you're you're fucked. Because didn't Russia invade a couple other countries like in the past like 10 years, and
Yeah,
we didn't
I
really
think
do anything.
Georgia, but not the state of Georgia in
Yeah.
the U.S.
Crimea.
Crimea. Yeah,
We're just like whatever.
yeah.
But I think there's someone in the White
What
House
is-
getting kickback from Ukraine, for sure.
Probably.
There is no reason to keep that war going.
I just don't see the U.S. and China ever going to war. I think we will be fighting economically for the next 20, 30 years.
Yeah, it's hard with nukes, but you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
we'll just
also
do
just like-
the India-China thing, but since we're separated by an ocean, we're just gonna ship people out to a random island on the sea, and they're just gonna punch the shit out of each other.
We're just going to have... we're going to go back to like
Yeah.
melee combat, so it's not
Sticks,
technically
okay? This
war.
time we
Yeah.
upgraded to sticks.
Are drones official? I guess they have guns on them and bombs, so I guess so. But here's the thing. The problem with the U.S. is it's such a hard country to invade, right? So I don't see China ever trying to invade.
No, it would be more like when we invade X country. They
Right,
would defend,
exactly.
like we do to Ukraine, right? Like no direct,
Mhm.
Proxy
because that would be like the end of the world if there was any direct invasions. Like I don't think it's happening.
So I'm saying we don't really see that with any country that has nukes, them being directly invaded anymore.
Yeah. Which was,
It just doesn't happen. 'Cause we're just like, we'll just blow you off the planet. We win.
was it
Kind of.
Truman's mistake, or I think it was Truman, right? Because I think MacArthur wanted to just not continue the Korean War and go into China and take it all over,
Yeah.
and he probably should have.
Yeah.
And I think Truman said no.
Oopsie.
It was like, now we're in this mess for the rest of, at some point.
We could have been a
has them.
global superpower even more.
Well, undisputed was the big key.
Yeah.
Right? We're not worrying about other people with nukes.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
No North Korea. No China. We're just fine.
But then again, what's the limit? Like, we could be bombed by other things and never escalate to nukes because we know that would, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
if China bombed us, but it wasn't nukes, like it was the step below,
Uh-huh.
the worst thing they have that's not nuke.
Yeah.
Do you really think we would retaliate with nukes? Wouldn't we just retaliate with those same bombs?
Yeah, but so it's the problem of escalation, right?
We just do more of those.
Yeah, if you do more, then they have to do more back. Then they do more back, and then you do more back, and then
Right.
you keep escalating until it gets to nukes. That's always the problem: is when do you stop escalating? At some point, the next step is the nukes.
Yeah. And I guess the U.S. has already proved we will do it.
Yeah. Well, not in the last 70 years.
Yeah, but we dropped 2 to make a statement.
Yeah.
Which is really wild when you think about it.
And by the way, Russia did that in the Ukraine, right? They not nukes, but they dropped like the level right below a nuclear warhead, like the biggest bomb that they have.
Yeah, but Ukraine doesn't have anything to shoot back with like that.
No. But they have obvious U.S. support to do things.
Yeah, but I don't think as an ally we would ever drop nukes unless we really were like desperate, you know?
Mm.
I wonder like what kind of teams they have to figure this out, you know? Obviously back in the 40s and 50s, they even in the during like the Red Scare, they probably worked on this, but by now we have to have like so many things in place for like when do we actually set off nukes?
No, it's just one decrepit old man in the Oval Office.
Just one
that
guy
doesn't know what day of the
I
week it is.
I think I kind of want to. Wouldn't that be wild? January 19th, he's like, "That's it. We're bombing Russia. Send the nukes."
Oh, but
he just presses the button.
I remember so much during the Trump's first presidency. Everyone was talking about, or everyone on the left was talking about, like, oh, a guy like that with his temper or his outbursts on Twitter. He's the guy with the nuclear codes. Biden can't fucking spell his own name. like, no outcry now.
We're fine, guys.
Biden has the nuclear codes on his laptop with like a sticky note, like you do with passwords.
Exactly.
It's the nuclear codes.
Wait,
Where's this outcry?
it doesn't work. Oh, that was a P. Not a D.
Exactly.
Is that an I or an L? Oh shit!
Can you get my Jello?
Oh my god. Oh, we should make like a prediction about like Trump stuff since he's going to be inaugurated this year.
I think Doge doesn't go as nearly as far as they want it to go.
Yeah.
It'll get so many roadblocks like every time they do. Like, no one can ever cut the government. It's an entity. I mean, they'll make some cuts for sure, but not as big as they want.
It's always a fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're still there, right?
What
Zach?
about the immigration stuff?
No, I think they'll do that. I think they'll deport a lot of people.
yeah, that's one of the not so difficult ones.
And the Mexicans are
What
going to pay
about
for
the-
it this time. Like you
What
said
about
last
the
time.
what is it called? H1
H1B.
the visa things? I forget.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
going
the
to
H1 visa.
steady state stay it as it is.
Yeah.
Because the people in administration don't care. They want them. Like, it doesn't matter
President
if a
Musk
bunch
will
of
keep those in
people-
place.
Yeah. If a bunch of people... But they won't want to change it, right? Because it keeps people kind of tied, right?
Yeah.
It keeps them a little slaves. So they want to keep it as is, basically. No change whatsoever. That's my prediction.
Mm-hmm. They might have different bars for like, like which country you're originally from.
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be nothing. I think that'll be basically no action. They will focus on low-skilled immigration, the illegal immigration.
Sure.
That's my guess.
Which means our long guy will be more expensive.
Yeah, we were thinking about getting some work done in our backyard. Maybe we should do that before Trump does
You're
the
like, fuck!
deport.
God damn it, Trump!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you don't know the difference between when you have a clearly just a white dude come out and do an estimate, and then a dude that's like he's for sure speaks Spanish, but he can speak English too come out and estimate, or he
Oh,
brings
no, I
along
totally
he
understand
brings
that
along a
estimate
guy that
difference.
speaks Spanish. Like it is half price.
Oh no, I totally understand that. I 100% understand that they will do the work cheaper
Yeah.
and probably just as well.
Yes, no
most
problem.
of the time.
Probably not insured is always the you're taking a little gamble.
Yeah, that's probably the bigger issue.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a business with insurance for
Yeah.
sure.
Their insurance is I'm going back to Mexico.
Adios.
Oops.
I think Doge will will make massive cuts.
I hope it does, but I mean, I think it'll make cuts. They just won't be that massive.
I think immigration won't be as harsh as he says.
Oh, so you're basically the opposite of my predictions.
Yeah. I think Trump just played to his base with the immigration.
No.
And he's keeping it up until he's inaugurated. He might, I think there will be some deportations, but like, how are you just going to round up all these illegal immigrants?
It's
like, is
easy.
he going to start an immigration task force here? Well, you know
No.
what? Trump's not beyond that, I guess.
He's gonna get one of those, like, you see him all the time here in parking lots, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Home Depot, taco trucks. And you mark them down to like 50% off, and then they're just gonna have a plane drop nets. That's my plan.
You have the truck come through like, hey, boys, we're looking for work. Got him.
Oh, yeah, you go to Home Depot, $20 an hour for today, and then you just drive them to Mexico.
You just drive them straight to the deportation. Oh, that's fucked up but funny. Chloe, what are your Trump predictions for this year?
I'm hoping there'll be massive cut in the government.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
And hopefully
That'll
they
be minor.
simplify the tax code. Really.
Yeah.
But I know it's gonna be a pipe dream. Because we're into it gonna live, right? Simplified tax code. Let's see. Can't be making too much sense. I don't know. There's so much to do in the government. I don't know where they would start.
Here's my prediction. They will make an inconsequential but seemingly good change in healthcare after the Luigi murders. Like, they'll tout it as being like, oh, this big reform, it'll basically be nothing and not actually do anything.
I already had that prediction. I thought they were going to do that almost immediately.
Yeah.
Just to try and quell everybody right away. That was actually going to be my next thing, is the Luigi prediction.
If they do that, though, isn't it admitting, like, terrorism works? If you're unhappy, go shoot some CEOs.
Yes.
If the reforms didn't work, you didn't shoot enough of them.
That's true.
Yeah,
You haven't
I like
reached
it.
the
I like that
critical
thinking.
mass yet.
Well, any Luigi predictions?
I think he won't go to trial. He'll get a plea bargain. It'll be harsh, but not overly harsh, like 20 years.
That sounds plausible. I can see.
Really?
That's my guess. Because I don't think they want to take it to trial. I don't think they want him to go.
That would be miserable.
You don't think so, huh?
So, but yeah, if he went to trial, he'd get like life in prison for sure, right? It's a premeditated murder. So I think he gets like 15, 20 years or something. And in a
Well, that's not an
prison.
option for the. Well, I guess for the murder one charge it is, but that's as an act of terrorism. It can carry life. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it'll be in a nice prison, 10 to 15 years. It'll be as sweetheart as they can make it, while still seeming like he got something harsh, which I think means nice conditions in a nice prison, but for a long time. So there's no trial. He's tempted to take it because of that. Because you don't want him on the stand. I mean, I do think he's probably ultimately a rambling lunatic, but still, you don't want him there.
I feel like he might not be as crazy as we
think.
think, because he's actually kept rather quiet after he's spoken with a lawyer.
He was shouting things. Like, there was
He
a
shouted
video
the
of him.
one time before he ever had a lawyer.
Oh, okay. So do you think he's?
I know he said this is out of touch and an insult to American intelligence. That doesn't really sound like a crazy person.
Doesn't sound the most rational.
And after he
just
said that,
shouting,
he
but
hasn't said a word.
I don't even know what he's
That's
referring
after he had a lawyer.
to. I'm still on my.
Nobody does.
I'm still on my theory that he's mentally unstable.
Well, I mean, mentally stable people won't do this.
Yeah, but no, like,
Yeah,
what was the-
That's an obvious. You're thinking
Schizo.
straight on
Schizo.
schizophrenia.
Schizo. I was looking for the word schizo. I think he's schizo. But still, I think even if they have a trial, I think he doesn't even go on the stand. I think the jury is just going to be like, I don't care. Insurance companies are shit, and they're afraid of that.
I think that's why they
happen.
don't want it to go to trial, and they will
Yeah.
try a plea bargain as much as they can, because I think they might actually be so terrified of jury nullification, like people just being like, "I'm not going to find him guilty. Fuck you all."
Yeah.
Like I think that is their number one worry with him.
In America, that haven't been screwed over by insurance. It's like
Right,
90%
exactly. Like, how do you
of
find
them.
a jury for this?
Good luck finding anyone. Well,
Like, especially because it has to be a New York jury too. Like, these
Yeah.
are people like actually in that area that obviously know everything about
And the
it.
people that are most reliable for jury duty and don't try to get out of it right away are old people because they don't have shit to do. And
they
guess
go
who
fucks.
knows a lot about the insurance and healthcare? Old people.
I know. And guess who have been screwed over by it too?
Yeah. So, so at least
But
it's
old people are also like, I don't care. Killing's bad.
So what actual predictions? So I made actual predictions. Harsh,
Okay.
seemingly harsh, but as light as you can get away with, while seeming
I
harsh.
predict
to the
it
public.
will go to trial,
Uh-huh.
but trial will take a long time, and we won't know an outcome until next year.
That's a good prediction. I don't think that's like I think it probably will take fucking forever if it ever goes to trial.
It will be another like
Yeah.
Simpson case, you know. Like if it ever goes on trial, it'll be on Marathon. Whoever is lucky enough to be selected in the jury gonna be up there forever.
I think there's gonna be the line: if your health care is shit, you must acquit.
That's a good one, actually.
So what was your prediction, Chloe?
Oh,
Your actual prediction.
My actual prediction, it's not jury notification, but it's gonna be really hard to convict him.
Do you think you will? You'll convicted or not? Can you give me an convicted, not convicted? And you didn't say convicted or not, Zach. Even if we learn the next year, which one? Convicted, not convicted?
Oh, next year? I'll go with my hope in that it will be a jury nullification, which is not guilty.
Not guilty. So, okay.
Which means it'll move on to the federal trial then.
I'm saying guilty, but through plea bargain.
Not guilty.
You think not guilty?
Not guilty.
Do you think it'll last until the next year, 2026? Do you
Yes.
think he'll go to trial?
I don't think.
Well, he has to go to trial. They won't make him not guilty by plea bargain.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
I don't think.
That would be wild.
That's a hard-driven bargain.
We
just-
They're so afraid of
We
jury
just decided to
nullification.
let
Like,
you
we'll let you
murder
free
somebody.
anyways.
All right. Any other things we need to predict?
Okay, one more. Will there be, this is tied to Luigi, any copycats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think so. He's getting so much press.
He got so much attention.
Like, do you think it'll be another healthcare CEO?
That's why they removed.
I think if any CEO gets murked like this, it counts.
Yeah.
Healthcare is just, I think, icing on the cake, especially if it's the UHC one again. Could you imagine?
Elected one.
That'd be pretty funny.
Who would want to take that job after that?
You just.
I mean,
can't
what do
have
they
enough
pay?
money for
I
that.
might take it, but man, I would never leave the
Oh,
house.
what's his face was getting $10 million a year. The guy that got
10
killed.
million? Yeah, I'd take it. But I'm not going to the board meetings. I will attend by Zoom. Thank you.
I work from home in my fortress. Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Private security. 24/7.
No way.
Ooh.
I'm not
sorry,
learning any of this. I'm
UHC
just
policy
signing
is
off.
return to work, dog.
Oh yeah, return to work. Bye bye.
Who's the? Okay. What if here's how the United Health gets away with it? Just like Biden, they make it so the CEO doesn't actually run a thing. And then they put in the most lovable. They put Tom Hanks as CEO. Something no one's gonna shoot, right? I don't.
They
who's the
basically
most
have a
lovable
figurehead
person?
CEO.
Yeah, like somebody that no one's gonna shoot. Just make it a minority, a black woman, and then anyone shoots him, you're a racist and a misogynist.
Does that work though?
I don't think that flies.
Why not? What?
Well,
That's a
we
good
got
way to
Trump
get
as
away.
president.
Yes, so
I
somebody,
think
somebody
they'll still
shoots.
murk a black lady.
You think? No, then everyone won't be quite as for him.
Okay.
You think?
I
it'll
don't know.
be-
If it's a healthcare CEO, I think it still might be.
But she's just a figurehead. This is just killing.
We don't know that though. What are they gonna go? This is just our figurehead CEO.
So assume
That's a
this
real
one
one.
wasn't the white man that he was. Pretend he was a black woman. Okay. Do you think there would be as much support for Luigi?
Wait, what? White woman?
No, a black
Maybe
lady.
a little less.
Exactly.
But maybe more Trumpers might be in there, so maybe it might balance.
The Trumpers are like, hooray.
We got one, folks. It's a good question.
The real way
I
to
don't
sell it is
think
a
it-
blonde 6-year-old girl is CEO.
What?
Here's the problem, Nick. I think probably CEOs are like 98% white males.
Yeah, I know. That's true. But I think Luigi gets more support on the left. So you put in the someone the left loves. He's probably
Yeah.
not.
No, I get your point.
Yeah.
I definitely think it changes things.
Mm.
I don't know how much or
I don't
Nah,
either.
but-
I'm just spitballing here.
it could.
How would I get away with
So,
it?
what's your prediction? How many copycats?
Um,
0?
I think
One?
one. Just one. And the real interesting is, will it be another insurance or something else?
No, I think it will be 0.
Think 0? No one? But that dude's gotten so
There'll
much
be
press.
attempts, but I just think that
Attempt.
successful execution will be 0.
It doesn't really.
It
seem
was
that
a pretty legit execution on.
Yeah.
That's also I don't think he's too crazy because like I've seen schizophrenics, man. They're not making those kinds of plans.
Well, he's an intelligent guy. Intelligent people can go schizo.
Yeah, but it takes a lot out of you, I should say.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? To like sit down and plan all that stuff, you still have to be able to like do that.
Okay, here's. A
But
good
maybe
one.
because if he was like on the edge of it, I could see.
What about a CEO of like Sony Pictures or one of the media companies that has too much diversity and it's a Trump guy shooting him?
Why? Like nobody gives a shit.
I
About
don't see that
People
happening, but
love
that's
some
wild
people
prediction.
give a shit. Too much on the internet, apparently. There are
Why?
millions of comments generated every time they make a too woke picture.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah, but
enough
that
for you
they're not
to-
angry enough to
No,
kill
probably
somebody. I
not.
don't think.
I'm just trying
They're
to get
internet
something
angry.
more interesting than they just shoot another healthcare CEO.
Healthcare is really people get fucked over.
Yeah, it's hard
All
to
right.
say.
I'll predict 2 copycats.
2, that's bold.
One for healthcare
Mm-hmm.
and one for banks.
Nah, I'm
Ah.
sticking with healthcare. I think it'll be healthcare again. I think out of all the industries, if I
It is the worst.
yeah, like who do I feel I'm getting fucked over the most by? It's by when I go and see a doctor. I
think-
lube
I think the
up,
health-
you're gonna
if
get
it wa-
fucked.
Yeah, I think if there's a bank one, it's because it's a dumber person that didn't really plan it out and just got lucky.
Yeah.
And so they're dumb because they went after a bank person instead of a healthcare person.
Mm.
And the bank historically have higher security. So people don't think about healthcare CEO could be a target before Luigi, honestly, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's like a
Yeah.
itineraries and everything, pictures all over, being very high profile.
That's why he's an OG, man. It's great.
It was just there for the taking.
He saw the opening and said, yeah. All right, I think we always end it with a bold prediction. You got any bold predictions for this
that's
year?
right. Bold prediction. Well, it can't be China invades Taiwan because you guys think that's 65%.
It's not bold anymore.
Yeah, I think that would have been a bold one. Some crazy shit Trump's doing, probably.
Oh, I'm gonna predict one. It's gonna be bold.
Okay, what's your bold one?
We just said bold, and you started with Trump doing crazy shit. That's not
No,
bold.
no. I got it. The specific crazy shit is the thing.
You have to up that crazy part.
So what I'm gonna predict is Trump will get assassinated and Vance will be the president.
Oh, yeah, that's bold. It's pretty bold.
And what happens?
Vance would obviously be president.
Oh, that's what she said. Okay.
Because according to the,
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is bold. I mean, there was an attempt, so it's like not as bold as normally would be, but it's still pretty bold.
I don't think it'll happen, but if he cuts enough job, certainly a lot of people would attempt.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a good point.
My super bold one is something on the scale of 9/11.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Because I mean,
That's true.
well, the main reason, they didn't do 9/11 because they hate us for our freedoms. You know that, right, Zach? What was the number one thing that Bin Laden said he did this to the U.S. for?
I assume it's because all the things we did over in Afghanistan, we like trained him and everything, right?
We did that after, Zach. That was the reason we went. Is America's support?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about like we like didn't we train Osama bin Laden? Like we gave them weapons and all this stuff for a proxy war or something.
We were his allies. Why would he want to attack the U.S.? What was the number? The in the video that he made? Why did he say?
Oh,
this
I
is
have
why
no
I attacked
idea.
The U.S. Bush said it's because it hates us for our freedoms. In the video, he says it's about the U.S.'s continued support of Israel. Guess what's going on now, right?
Oh, that's
obviously
awkward.
Right? So that is, I think, the reason, like, this would be the year.
But that was since World War II. Like,
yeah.
Why did he care so much about the support of Israel? I guess I don't know this whole.
Because
It's
he's
the
from
whole,
Islam.
yeah. All of, like, my boss's...
Nobody from the Middle East doesn't hate Jews.
My
Just
boss's
saying, for a
former...
fact.
My former boss's boss, who is from
Uh-huh.
Pakistan, Islamic guy, was talking about this nonstop. But like at my company, he asked the CEO to stop selling things to Israel. He's not from Palestine. He's from Pakistan, different country.
They really just
Like
hate the Jewish nation, huh?
Yeah, they all think like they're stealing it from
What
us.
is the history behind that with Muslims and like? Is it just the religious
land.
history?
The land
The
was
land.
double promised to
Ah.
us.
Well, I don't know if it was promised exactly.
Well, British said it's
Oh, you're talking about the
then
British.
the British
Okay.
said it again to the
I thought you were talking more like.
again.
I thought you were talking about the original promise back in the Bible.
No.
Because
not
in the
the
Bible, it was
Bible.
promised to the Jewish
Okay.
people.
The-
That's why they think they own it.
And that's true, but Bible was a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
A super long time ago. I'm
Yes.
just talking about the most.
Okay,
recent.
I gotcha.
The why is
Yes,
not
yes,
to
yes,
think
yes.
that they own the land.
Interesting.
Telling ya, it's white people again.
I like it. That's a pretty good prediction with the reasoning. I did not
Yeah.
know that was the main reason.
Yeah, that's why. So that I think is why.
Oops.
That would be
That's
the year.
really awkward.
Awkward.
And people made those promises, all kind of dead already. So
All right.
there's no going back.
I have my bold prediction.
Okay.
We will officially have the United States government saying aliens are real.
No, that's very bold.
Yeah.
I don't think
Whether or
it'll-
not it's true is different, but they will say it.
Okay.
What?
In terms of plausibility, I think Chloe's is first, mine is second, and yours is third, Zach.
Hell yeah, dog. It's a bold
Really?
prediction.
I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'll drink plenty of alcohol the night that they denounce that aliens exist and we're in contact.
I can't wait to send you the text. Bro, you got to drink up.
Trump will be like, and now a few words from some weird being walks over to this.
It's just static
podium.
on the TV.
Mm.
All right. I played this game with Nicole, and I think she only missed one.
Okay.
This is a really quick game we can end it on, since this is very apropos for what we've been talking about.
Okay.
Can you name the 9 countries that have nuclear warheads?
Yeah, I can. U.S.,
All right,
China,
let's hear
Russia.
North Korea.
No, North Korea doesn't have one.
You sure?
No, they want them desperately.
I thought they already have.
India, Pakistan.
Iran.
No, also desperately want them. You're thinking of all the ones that are desperately trying to get them.
Okay.
So let me go back. U.S., Russia, Pakistan, India, China, France. What am I missing? How many am I missing?
Say what you said again, because
How many are there total?
there was a lot of in betweens.
9?
There's 9.
U.S.,
Mm-hmm.
United Kingdom, Britain,
Mhm.
whatever, France,
Yeah.
Russia,
Yeah.
China,
Yeah.
India,
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
What am I missing? I think Canada. Canada. No. Who am I missing then? Hold on.
One of them, Chloe said, and you said they don't. But according to
Iran?
Nuclear Arsenal's website, they have them.
North Korea.
North Korea?
Yeah, North Korea.
No, they
According
don't.
to this, they have 30 total nukes.
No. According to who?
ICANN.org nuclear arsenals. I don't.
I mean,
Something that keeps track of the nuclear arsenals.
they literally being a
Oh, maybe they do. They do. Okay.
yeah.
I thought they didn't.
So you're missing one.
South Africa used to, but they don't anymore.
Well, hold on. Let me think.
You only missed one.
Is it
Italy,
belongs-
maybe?
I don't know if you said it before, but you didn't say it when you just went through them. It's the one that's very relevant to what you were just talking about.
What are you
So-
talking about?
Is it
Hold
belongs
on.
to the one of the Soviet Union country, other than Russia?
No.
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
Pakistan, India. None of the Muslims ones have it.
Well, luckily none of the Muslims.
Nope, it's not a Muslim one.
France. Canada really doesn't have any? What a bunch of losers.
Apparently not.
Well, they don't.
What a bunch of fucking Canucks.
They don't need it. They have two those. It's bad enough already.
I still think North Korea's maybe. They've conducted nuclear tests.
Well, according to this, they have 30, so I don't know how they calculate that.
Pretty sure they have it. That's why.
Since
they
2020
have
has more signing expansion nuclear and build facilities. They have centrifuges. They think they have material for up to 90 warheads. And he has reportedly assembled 50. I don't think we know anything, is what it seems like.
I think
China.
That's how,
we probably are at least playing it safe and saying he at least has a couple.
Yeah.
That's how he. Kim
You're still
Jong-un
missing the last one.
Has been successfully blackmailing everybody to give
Yeah.
them donations to his country.
I thought I gave you a good
That's
clue.
what
Wait, wait,
It's not a Muslim country.
I know it's not a Muslim.
It's definitely not
country.
Muslim.
Oh, Israel. Duh. I know they stole it from us too. They actually had a spy in the US that for sure stole that shit.
In the Manhattan Project.
Really?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
how they got nukes?
Like Russia also stole it, right? What was it?
Let them put it
I
this
knew
way.
Israel. I should have thought about it.
There's only a handful of scientists
But-
back then, and the scientists traveling across countries.
Also,
What?
did you hear the one that I said used to have it but doesn't? The only one that gave it
South
up?
Africa.
Yeah. They had it.
Who did?
South Africa.
Why did they give them up?
Well,
The treaty.
they were taken over, right? It's no longer white people in charge. that might be part of it.
Like, okay.
For the good.
Yeah. Which is why I guessed Canada, because it's like the big Anglo countries like France, the UK, us.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't Canada can't fucking put one up? What a bunch of bitches.
Hey, going back to the Israel thing, since you know more about this history, why the fuck do we support them so hard?
Well,
What's the benefit to us supporting them?
that is a controversial question.
Oh, is it?
When the recording is running, or should we say
Yeah.
without the recording?
It's like, what's the point?
Well, Zach, who has the most money in the U.S.? Jewish people or Muslim people?
I see why you're saying it's a controversial question.
What's the
Makes sense now.
Yeah, if you look up political action committees, you know what a political action committee is, right?
Look at who donated.
One of the very largest is the Israeli one. You are not going to get elected without Israeli support. You know, there's many very, very wealthy Jewish people. And also, I don't know, Christians seem to really like it. I don't know why. I've never understood the Christian support.
Really understand that, but yeah.
But they think, you know, there's somehow more.
So all the major pacts are Jewish.
Yeah, they think Judeo-Christian values, not Judeo-Christian Muslims, right? They don't believe in the third sequel. They believe in the first one. They believe in the second one. Part 3, they think, is all bullshit.
I mean, Jesus was a Jew, so like.
Yeah. I've
you
never
gotta at least
understood
believe
it,
some of that,
but
right?
that's part of the propaganda. Is Christians really support Israel too? As a non-Christian, I can't really tell.
Now I
don't
see
know.
why you said it was controversial. Oh man, Kanye was onto something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no other logical reason though.
Maybe some geopolitical strategic reasons. I don't.
I mean, think about it.
Like, there's not gas in Israel.
Okay. Here's a potential. Wait.
In Asia, you have friends with
Yeah.
Koreans and Japan. In Europe, natural allies.
Yeah.
In Middle Eastern, who you have friends with?
Yeah.
Saudi. It's a friendship money bought, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
having Israel in there is like taking a wedge into the Middle East.
Yeah, that's what. So I was gonna say, from a geopolitical standpoint, it's like the same reason, like, the Sunnis were in charge of Iraq under Saddam, right? Due to the British, like, so they're the minority. Is the Jewish people are the minority, right?
Right.
So you always put the minority in charge of things. So if they don't do what you want, you can take your support away. So if they put the Jews in, they can kind of control quite a lot of the.
There's a
Middle East,
benefit
because
to it.
they're
I
either
see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're either going to do what the U.S. tells them, or the U.S. is going to withdraw support, and they're going to be consumed.
And
so
they'll be
there's maybe
fucked.
a geopolitical. That's
not a bad reason. I mean, both things can be true.
Yes, both things can be true.
Ever since Ottoman Empire fall, right? It's basically a chess playgrounds in the Middle Eastern for people with power.
Yeah.
Like, who you siding with? Like, for the longest time during the Cold War, is who you sided with, Russia or Soviet Union, or you sided with, you know, U.S., Britain, right? So it's kind of like, who do you control? And then it moved to nowadays, right?
All right.
Soviet fall.
Now, before we go, one last thing. How do you feel about the Israel conflict? What do you think they should do?
Who should do?
They should do?
What should we do? The U.S.,
Oh,
not
US.
Israel.
Nothing.
Well, we know what Israel wants to do. They want
You
to
guys sort
destroy.
it out on your own.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
you.
how I feel.
Yeah. But I'm guarantee you
I have no.
with how much money they control, they will siphon a lot of taxpayers' money go to Israel.
But Nick, we are the world police.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for it. I never did.
Man, I'm looking at the map of the Middle East because it's been a while. I didn't realize how small Israel is too.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
compared to-
tiny. I mean,
It's
Iraq.
such a
tiny.
lovely little desert.
I mean, Iraq is shockingly large too.
Well, Saudi Arabia is a lot bigger than I remember too.
Yeah, but a lot of
I should look
areas
at
are
a
desert.
foreign map more often.
Yeah, you should look at the map and look at the area that's habitable, and you can see like the cross area.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, that's
true. Is
really
like,
different
Yeah, if you
than-
narrow it down to habitable, a lot of those places get small pretty fast, probably.
Yeah, like even that's for like China too, right? Like a lot of that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
A lot of it's
Like
Tibet,
areas
which
you
is a
can't
giant
live in.
mountain.
You cross out like
Yeah.
1/3 almost of the area. That's not habitable.
right.
Yeah.
Same with like Russia. You
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
what you're
land,
missing,
but
these
is
big,
there
like,
really?
How big is the country comparisons? Well, the U.S. has the most arable land, right? It's nice. You can live
Yes.
in it. All of it, mostly.
That's the big benefit of the U.S.
Even for the flyover area, that's habitable.
Yeah. Yeah, you can live there.
It's way better than the Himalaya mountain, I guarantee you.
In the meantime, you drive in China, it's high rise, high rise, high rise.
Uh-huh.
There's
Yeah.
only so much.
There's also something to be said about we only have 2 countries to really worry about with land attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
And
smart
some of the
ones
biggest
can't even figure out a
fucking-
goddamn nuke.
Yeah, that certainly helps.
But you forget. They got
What
less
if-
than Trudeau.
what if- Okay, okay.
He does way more damage
I
than
can
you
s-
could have wanted.
Hmm?
If you wanted to invade the U.S., though,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't you start somewhere like Hawaii or something?
What?
Like where it's kind of neutral territory, where it's hard to like,
Yeah.
or Alaska. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to invade the U.S., why go on
There-
motherland? Like
There's no way.
invade
There's no way.
where it's
to-
going to be just
Because
hard.
then they're just going to be invading you. You've captured Hawaii, now they just invade your home.
Yeah, but it's easier for you to defend. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I guess so, but I'm not sure.
Like, there's no way to defeat the U.S. unless you drag everybody into the World War III.
Yeah,
if
well, I
you're
mean,
in
that's
the
why
US,
And
we're
then-
fighting proxy wars in the first place.
Yeah, you.
Exactly. It's just too big to go to war with. And if
Yeah.
you ever wanted anything, it's better to do it economically.
Nukes really changed the whole war dynamic.
What I've learned from playing Civ of Civ is you just pile all your armies up on the border, and the other country will be like.
Well, I was going to say Risk taught me Australia is actually the best because
Oh.
there's only 2 entries into Australia.
No, it's got to be South America. There's only 2 entries there, and it's worth more points.
Oh, it was South. You know what? You're
Yeah.
right. It is South America.
That's the nice one.
You know the funny part of the
You don't want to control
civilization?
Asia. Can't fucking hold Asia.
Yeah, Asia is the worst in Risk.
The funny thing about the civilization
Mm.
is you're so developed in one or two cities, right? And when other people are trying to invade you, and then you have your heavily upgraded armies in your
Yeah.
capital and the other location and try to climb over when in your city, when you're actually neighboring to the country going to the war, still holding bow and arrows, trying
yeah.
to defend yourself.
It's nice nuking the ones with bow and arrows.
We
did
don't
you
know
ever
how to
play
use the
Civ
other
2?
technology.
Did you ever play Civ 2? Chloe?
Civ 2? No,
Yeah.
no. I started with Civ 4.
I started at Civ 2. And then
Embarrassed.
what's really funny about that is with the right upgrades, the AI with bow and arrows can beat your like Marines. It's like, come on. No, they didn't. They just took down a tank.
got the
No, they
worst-
didn't. I don't care how
Worst
far
Marines
their
in
arrows
history.
can go and how much damage they do.
But look at it there. It's so sharp.
Yeah. Like, so they fixed that in Civ 3. But yeah. there's
Those
some
are some
areas-
tactical motherfucking bow and arrows.
Craft area.
Like, yeah, I don't think so.
Some crazy guerrilla warfare there.
Civ is a great game.
All right, any last predictions before we end it?
The FBI finally looks into us after this podcast, mostly because of Israeli donors.
Ooh. I have one prediction. We're gonna see what happened with John F. Kennedy.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Hopefully
great.
next year.
I really want to know. Nah, I don't. I'm almost predicting it'll still be a nothing burger. Like they'll redact too much, and you'll be like, "Well, they really didn't tell us anything." I really hope it's wrong, though. I really hope they do tell us.
That would be awesome if we got the JFK info.
Yeah.
Documents released.
Okay, what's the prediction for who did it?
Ooh.
Because I have 2 conspiracies.
Are we not just going like? Isn't the common one the CIA?
Yeah, but like for what motive, or was it
Oh, I have
something
no idea.
else? And why are they hiding it? It's just hiding it because it was the CIA?
Yeah, because the government killed our own president. It seems pretty good.
Seems good, but almost
Good reason to hide.
too easy.
Like connected to some
Okay.
like, donor?
Oh, it was the aliens. That's right.
No. So number one, Russia. Russia did it.
Okay.
That's my theory, number
Okay.
one.
Hiding it.
Why hiding it? Because we should have launched a nuclear war for it, and we didn't. We didn't want to, and that's why we pushed NATO so hard, right?
Okay. I can see
I
that.
thought what's his face was trained by had like Russian ties.
Yes, that's why that also fits into the conspiracy. Russia.
But that doesn't really fit of why they would hide it if we already think the
Yes,
guy who did it was
they-
influenced by Russia.
They hid it because if a foreign nation assassinates your president and you don't go to war with that nation, it makes you look soft.
Oh, you're saying
right?
there was actually foreign
Yes.
people from Russia
the
here that did it.
KGB.
Okay.
It will be even juicier is Russia worked with CIA.
No. No, I thought the juiciest would be Israel's behind it.
Oh.
Because
The Jews strike again.
I think there was maybe something going on. I don't remember the history, but JFK was maybe not so keen on the pro-Israel. So that one would be really interesting. And then,
All I know
but that
is-
would really throw up current politics into like, who the hell knows if it was Israel and that gets released? Then you'd be like, are we still supporting Israel now? And then that's why they would never release it, though, right? Because the huge U.S.
Yeah.
support of Israel.
It's true.
Or it could just be the
That's a good
CIA, and they just. What Kennedy was trying to reform the CIA. That's kind of the most
And we don't like that.
common, easy conspiracy. So that's probably the one that's right. But I still think Russia or Israel's pretty juicy.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you can't just like, I feel like in some of the U.S. politics, it just like Russia is kind of like a party seat, Like whenever there's a problem, like here you go, there's Russia. Here you go, there's Russia. It's like if something happens, okay, shit on Russia a little bit. I can't imagine a
The
world where
Russians
Russia is
would.
gone. Like who are we gonna shit on? Like
Well, it used to be the Germans. It could go back to be the Germans again.
Hey, what if we rewind back to Israel and the super PACs and they're mostly Jewish?
Uh-huh.
Trump doesn't need to care about that anymore, right? He's already elected.
Yeah, but they, like, Vance, all the Republicans in Congress, they need to keep getting reelected.
yeah,
Maybe
like,
Trump himself, but he
people-
needs everybody else.
But
people
that's
vote
true. He needs
for
support.
The policy.
Yeah, he's not king of the world. He's king of the U.S. He needs other people.
That's- That's fair. He does need people behind him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't own those even Republican Senate, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure
even
those
lots of the
voters
Republicans
voted.
don't really care for him, and,
Yeah.
so that's where it's like, how much is really going to get done? Who knows?
They support Donald Trump because he's popular.
Mm.
People who donate to him may not supporting him. Hello?
You there?
Yeah. No, I'm there.
We're marking it all down.
That makes sense.
Right.
All our crazy conspiracies.
Yeah, I've been taking. This has been massive notes for this one compared to last time.
I recommend you listening to someone's like YouTube video. This person called Peter Zion. On
Zion.
Zeihan.
What is it about?
On geopolitics. He has pretty good episodes on.
Oh, okay.
Generally,
Yeah, I need more geopolitics knowledge. I feel like I don't know shit about geopolitics. Oh, Zion on geopolitics. Okay, I got it.
Yep.
He sounds like a Zionist.
He's not.
But his name's Zion.
Yeah, that name is sus.
Zach, you're practically Gen Z. Sus. It's sus. I'm sus
Practically.
about
I'm on
you
the
being
verge,
a millennial.
man.
I'm too old.
What's that?
I'm sus about you being a millennial.
Yeah.
Or do you say?
I'm on the like cusp, man. Right?
Are you?
No, I'm an older millennial.
Where's
Like Josh is like.
when's
I'm not sure if Josh is Gen X or a millennial.
You're
like
88 or 89?
he's 87.
Oh, 87. Well,
Yeah.
you're not that old.
what
You're
years
a
are
millennial.
Gen Z? Oh, 97. I'm not even
You're
close.
not
I'm
even
10 years away from them.
close. Like I'm a very old millennial.
Yeah, you're a fucking elder, dude.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed because it's late.
All right, sounds good. All right.
Later.
know